Hello everyone, this is Fawad. Welcome to Future on Cloud. In this video, I am going to start the deployment of Trellix. So in this series, we are going to cover a couple of products. First of all, we will go with the installation of Trellix Orchestrator. Then we will proceed with the Active Directory integration so that the user can log in with their domain account. Later on, we will move forward with the Trellix agent deployment. And then we will deploy our Trellix DLP from where you can whitelist your hard drives. You can block the DVD or the mass storage. Then we will proceed for the endpoint security, and at the end, we will go for the solid core, which is also called application whitelisting. So there are a couple of things which you need to keep in mind before deployment. So here are a couple of terms which will face frequently while loading and installing these things. So you need to have a clear understanding about the extensions, package, and the installer. So extension is an add-on feature on the APO server, whereas the package is the actual software file stored in the repository. So in order to download that products, you have to visit the trellix.com/download/my products. So for the management solution like Orchestrator, we have to download first. So on the right hand side, you will see a couple of options. So you need to mark a checkbox on the management solution. Then you need to click on Trellix ePolicy Orchestrator. You can filter it from this filter. You can filter it uh, by installation type. So first of all, you need to download. Anyway, there is no hard and fast rule. You have to download the first orchestrator package, then the updater. You can choose anyone, but for installation perspective, yes, you have to install the orchestrator service pack 1 first, and then later on we will update it to update 6. So there are some prerequisites, and these prerequisites are the SQL Server. You can go ahead with SQL Express as well, and if there are more number of endpoints which you are going to manage, so you can go with standard edition as well, as it is a test environment. So I'm going to install the SQL Express first. Then I will install SQL Server Management Studio because there are a couple of things which we have to manage in order to upgrade our orchestrator. So once SQL Express installation completed, then we'll move forward for SQL Management Studio, and later on we will start the installation of Orchestrator. And once this installation completed, we will upgrade our Orchestrator and then upgrade our agents as well. So let's jump on our test environment for the deployment. So I have already downloaded the SQL Express Management Studio, the Service Pack 1 of Orchestrator, and then the Update 6. So we will start from the SQL Express. So let me show you the current installation. So as of now, nothing is there. It's quite fresh installation. So only we just need to execute our SQL Express. Okay, let's start the deployment of SQL Express edition first. This is a new SQL Server installation. Click next. So as it is air-gapped environment, there is no internet connectivity, so it will not go for the updates. So we'll go as it is. Of the license terms, we'll go with the default options. So instance name if you want to change, or you can leave it as it is. So browser service, I would like to start it automatically, set it up, the password. So I wanted to go with the mix authentication. So let me configure the SE account. I've set up the SA password and the current user which I am using to log in. FOC is the domain name and FOC the user which I have created here, the domain. So it will take a couple of minutes. So I'm going to pause this video. Once the installation is finished, I'll resume it back. All right, so SQL Server installation has been completed now. So let's proceed for SQL Server Management Studio. It will not take much time. It is just for the management of SQL Server. So it's about to finish the installation now. Let's wait a couple of seconds. So SQL Server Management Studio installation has been completed. So let's check the Management Studio first. Try to connect our SQL Server. We'll verify some prerequisites. TCP port should be configured for SQL Server communication with the EPO. If it is not there, we'll select a random port which we don't want. It will help us later on when we wanted to go with a, a firewall rules. Try to Windows authentication. So, so far there are some default databases. So once we start this deployment of EPO, the databases will be created here. Let's check with configuration manager. Now here a couple of things you need to cross check. First of all, the TCP IP should be enabled. IP addresses, TCP IP default port is 1433. We need to set it up to restart the services. If you did not perform this action, so during the installation of EPO, you have to come back again and the same steps. uh, browser service, leave it else we should be on. Okay, let's start the deployment of EPU. So this is our service pack 1 EPU orchestrator. So let's run the setup here. On this setup, I'm using Windows Server Standard 2025. You can check the compatibility matrix of EPU. So if you have already a backup of the previous database, you can restore it as it is a new deployment. So we will go with it. Will install some Visual Studio old packages as well. Couple of them are already installed for like 2015 to 2019, but there are some native packages that belongs to 2010, 2013. If you want to change the path of that file, you can change it. I'm going to keep it default one. All right, so it detects the SQL server. Let me type SC authentication. Okay, let me put the password here. Check we have warning validation check result. Okay, so one is compliance and pending the name operation file. So this is the TCP port 1433 which you have to set up in your SQL server. Otherwise, it will detect a random port and that will create problem while you configure your firewall rules. So better to set a static one. But the default username will be admin while you log in on the EPO. This phrase should be different from your password. Okay, let me put the license key here, then we'll continue. Just added the license key. Again, it will take a couple of minutes. So I'm going to pause this video. Once the installation is finished, I'll resume it back. In the meantime, you can have a cup of coffee or tea, whatever you like. So stay tuned, keep watching. I'll resume it back once done. All right, so installation has been completed now. So yes, I want policy orchestrator. All right, the password we have set for. All right, so our deployment has been completed. So as of now, the current version is service pack 1. So in our next video, we will upgrade it to 6, and then we will start the deployment of DLP. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Keep watching. See you in a